Okay, Buddha, we will start the question number 1. Question number 8. What is the purchases journal? What is the journal entry to copy the total of the purchases journal to the ledger? Can someone tell me what's the double entry? I think Marsha has sent me. When you're copying purchases journal to the ledger, what has to be the double entry? Buddha? The double entry has to be purchases account debit and the trade payable control accounts debit. Purchases account debit and the trade payables control account credit. Trade payables control account credit. Purchases is an expense account, right? Hari. ඊළඟට මම පොඩි question එකක් අහනවා. What are the differences between trade discounts and the cash discounts, right? What are the differences between the trade discounts and the cash discounts, right? Okay, now listen to this very carefully. I'm going to talk about something very important. Why I say it is important? Puta, your examiner හැබැයි paper එක හදන්න පටන් ගත්තවල දවස්වල කියන්නේ your examiner started doing the paper from 2012. 2012 ඉඳන් තමයි paper එක හදන්න පටන් ගත්තේ. She started the paper from 2012. On those days, examiner has continuously tested this particular area. What's the differences? What are the differences between trade discounts and the cash discounts? And still it is important, right? Therefore, let me just give you a small idea about what the trade discounts and what the cash discounts. Right, you know that discounting means reducing the value, right? Carol, could you tell me, Canoli, could you tell me, Buddha, what is the difference between the trade and the cash discounts? Any idea? What are the main differences? Trade discounts can, what are the cash discounts can? What's the difference actually? What? What is when you offer the trade discounts, the trade discounts but the trade discounts will be offered when the sales is made. Api sale එක කරන වෙලාවේ මිලෙන් යම් ගාණක් අඩු කරනවා නම්. Yes, right. When are you offering the trade discounts? When the sales is made. හැබැයි when are we offering the cash discounts, Puta? When are we offering the cash discounts? When the cash is collected from the debtor. When the cash is collected from the debtor. Debtor කෙනෙක්ගෙන් සල්ලි ගනිද්දී අපි අඩු කරන ගානට අපි කියනවා මොනවාද? කියන්නේ cash discounts. එහෙනම් what's the main difference between the trade and the cash discounts? ඒතර පුතා අපි කඩේකට ගිහිල්ලා මොන හරි ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකක් ගනිද්දී එයා රුපියල් 20ට තියෙන එක රුපියල් 15ට අපිට දුන්නොත් එතන තියෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? trade discount එක. හැබැයි 15 ගානේ අපි units 1000ක් ගන්නවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි අර 15000 ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. එයා කියනවා 15000 මාසයක් ඇතුළත ගෙවන්න. හැබැයි ඔයා සතිය ඇතුළත ගෙවුවොත් අපිට අපි ඔයාට 15000 වලින් 10% discount එකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ 1500 දෙනතර ගෙවන්න ඕනේ 13500. ඒතකොට ඒ 13500 cash discount. ඒක දුන්නේ sale එක කරන වෙලාවේ නෙමෙයි. මොකක්ද? debtor ගෙන් සල්ලි ගන්න වෙලාවේ. ඒතකොට cash discount only record in the books of accounts, but they do not record the trade discounts, right? We understand when you offer trade discounts. Under the trade discounts, you write offered when the sales is made. විකුණන වෙලාවේ දෙන discounted අපි කියන මොනවාද? Trade discounts offered when the sales is made. Cash discounts offered when the cash is collected from the debtor. Debtor ගෙන් සල්ලි ගනිද්දී අපි දෙනවා discount එකක්, so then that only you call as a cash discounts, right? Erandi, can I ask a small question? That is, can a same person, maybe a debtor, receive both trade and the cash discounts? එකම එක්කෙනාට මේ trade discounts cash discounts දෙකම හම්බ වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? Yes or no? Can a same person receive both of these discounts, trade discounts and the cash discounts? And the yes or no, Puta? Very good. Yes. Yeah. Product එක ගන්න දැන් මම ගත්ත example එක මම හරියට යනවා මේ marker pens ගන්න. මාන මාක පෙන්නක් කියද? එයා කියනවා 100 rupees. හරි. හැබැයි ඔයාට මම දෙන්නම් 80 ගානේ. ඔයා unit 100ක් ගන්න. right? ඒතර මම එයාට 8000 ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. ඒතර මෙයා මට මෙතන discount එකක් දුන්නා. 2000 මොකක්ද 2000 trade discount ඊළඟට මෙයා කියනවා මේ සල්ලි ඔයාලට මාසයක් ඇතුළත ගෙවන්න you paid 1 month හැබැයි if you can settle within a week I'll give you 10% off ඒතර එතනදී වට තව 800 හම්බුනානේ මම සතියක් ඇතුළත ගෙවුවොත් I received 800 clear right okay and a same person can receive both of these ඊළඟට පුතා purpose what's the purpose what is the purpose I have a trade discounts then I have a cash discounts then for that but the purpose of giving the trade discount is to promote the sales sales වැඩි කරගන්න එක තමයි ඔයාගේ objective එක to promote the sales right මේ හරි list price එක 100 හැබැයි මම ඔයාට 80 ගාන දෙනවා unit 100 ගත්තොත් එතකොට ඇයි අර රුපියල් 20 අඩු කරේ to promote the sales cash discounts why offer the cash discounts that is not to promote the sales to collect the money early from the debtors right අපි trade discounts දුන්නා කියලා cash discounts දුන්නා කියලා sales වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැ හැබැයි you can collect the money early from the debtor right another difference that you all have said අපිට මේකත් හරි purpose එකනේ the trade discounts අපි දෙන්නේ sales වැඩි කරගන්න හැබැයි cash discounts දෙන්නේ sales වැඩි කරගන්න නෙමෙයි to promote the sales what is next trade discounts do we record in the books of accounts no do not record in the books of accounts අපි පොතට record කරන්නේ නැහැ ඒක හැබැයි cash discounts අපි record කරනද trade discount do we record the trade discounts somewhere no cash discounts recorded in the books of accounts cash discounts are recorded in the books of accounts that's another difference there is another difference is that clear right okay could you write this down trade discounts will not be recorded do not record in the books of accounts but the cash discounts will be recorded in the books of accounts right so you can write that particular thing in this space right ඊළඟට අපිට තියෙන format of the purchases journal හැබැයි කලින් අපි පොඩි question එකක් ලියා ගමු before we discuss the format of the purchases journal පුතා shall we write a small question write this question down මේ ටික හරි නේද right what are the differences trade discounts are offered when the sales is made cash discounts are offered when cash is collected from the debtors trade discounts the purpose is to promote sales cash discount purpose is to collect the money from the debtors trade discounts are recorded in the books do not record in the books of accounts but the cash discounts are recorded in the books of accounts right okay could you write this question down right someone has purchased thousand units of 20 rupees each within bracket you can say list price on credit basis on the purchase right someone has purchased 1000 units of a product at 20 rupees each this 20 rupees a list price this 20 rupees a list price and it has been purchased on credit basis right so the same you write at the time of purchase 10% trade discount has been offered 10% trade discount has been offered later when settling the full amount when settling the full amount, another 5%. When settling the full amount, another 5% cash discount has been received. Right. You are required to prepare relevant ledger accounts. You are required to prepare the relevant ledger accounts to record the above transactions. You are required to prepare the relevant ledger accounts to record the above transactions, right? What are the transactions? What is the transaction? Purchase 1,000 units at 20 rupees each. That 20 is a list price. And we have received 10% trade discounts by the time of purchase. And later, when the money is collected, when you pay the money, the full amount you have paid, but you have received 5% cash discounts. So you're supposed to prepare relevant ledger accounts. What are the ledger accounts? Purchases amount record karan, you should have the purchases account, trade payables account. And when you pay, you should have the cash account and you should have the discount received account. You should have 4 accounts, right? Then I'll give 4 minutes, just draw these 4 accounts and record the transaction, and after that we'll discuss, right? I'll give 2 minutes. Sorry, take 4 minutes and complete the question. Right, Pita. What was the question? The main question again, it gives you the comprehensive idea about all what we have done, right? You have purchased 10,000 units at 20, 10% trade discount, 5% cash discount. Sorry. But how are you supposed to record this? How are you supposed to record? First of all, tell me what's the list price. 10,000 units, you bought at 20. Then 10,000 units, then you bought at 20, it's 200,000. List price is how much? Rupees 100,000. Is this clear? Yes. From that, you subtract 10% trade discounts. 10% trade discounts, that's 20,000. Because by the time you are selling, by the time you are purchasing, you didn't want to pay this 200,000 because you had received what? 10% trade discounts. You get 180. Dihela, could you tell me what is this 180? How do you call this 180? Dihela, how do you call this 180, Puta? This is list price. From the list price, once you subtract the trade discounts, the price that you got, how we call? Erandi, how do you call it, Puta? Very good. Chatura, yes, your answer is correct. Melina also says yes. I need the Dihela's answer. What it is?
Invoice price. Invoice price.
The board is not clear. Give me a second. How about now? Is that clear now, Puta? Harida, body clear the tower? Yes or no? Right, Hari. Yes, Hari. And Puta, from the list price, once you subtract the trade discounts, the price what you got is called invoice price. How do you call this? Invoice price. එතකොට මේක තමයි අපි රෙකෝඩ් කරන්න ඕනේ. මේක තමයි අපි සප්ලයර්ට ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි when you pay the full amount, you have received 5% cash discounts. You have received 5% cash discount. මට කියන්න පුතා 10% of this 18,000, 5% of this 9,000. 5% of this 9,000. And how much is the price? 171,000. So this is the amount what you paid in cash. Cash paid 171,000. Cash paid 171,000. Is that clear? Uta, we have purchased 200,000 worth stocks. This is 180,000. This has to be 180. Because 10,000 into 20, you bought 10,000 inside 20, then it will be 200,000. 10% trade discounts on you subtract, it will be 180,000. And you receive the cash discounts of 9,000. And then the cash paid 171,000. I said 1,000 units. Now 1,000 units कितना क्यों है? Did I say 1,000 units? Oh, 1,000. I'm sorry, Buta. This has to be 20,000. This has to be 2,000. This has to be 18,000. And this has to be 900. This has to be 17,100. This has to be 17,000. Is that clear now? Yes. And how we will record it? I'm going to record it. Right. How much the amount that you record? As a purchases, you record this 20,000 or 18,000. As a purchases, you record this 20,000 or 18,000. You record what? This 18,000. What's the double entry? Hey, trade discount will not be recorded in books of accounts. Trade discount will not be recorded in the books of accounts. What are we supposed to record? Only the invoice price after deducting the trade discounts. Then you open purchases account and you open trade payable control account. The total purchase is 17,100. Debit trade creditors control account saying 17,100 and credit here saying purchases 17,100. Cash collection from debtors. Sorry, no, 18,000. No. Sorry, how much the amount that you purchase? 18,000. Trade discounts of record karane. And what next? You receive the cash of 17,100. What's the double entry? Cash account read trade payable control account. Sorry, you pay the cash, no? So when you pay creditors, what's the double entry? Cash credit 18,100. Trade payable debit rupees 18,100. And trade payable account debit karana same cash 17,100. 17,100. The balance amount is discount receipt. Trade discounts are record karine. Ab cash discount we need to record. Saying discount receipts, you debit trade payables account 900 and credit here discount receipt 900 same trade payable. Nama cash account even if I do the cash account and there will be credited rupees 17,100. It will be credited rupees 17,100. Is that clear? Yes. Complete this. Can I do another small question and then we will move into the preparations of purchases journal with the value added tax. Right. Okay. Could you write this question down? Similar question just to practice this thing. Right. A business has purchased 10,000 units. 10,000 units of a product at 4 each. 10,000 units of a product at 40 each. Right, okay, I'll do that, Chaturya. You have purchased 10,000 units at 40 each. In front of these 40, you write list price. List price. අපි එක sales කියලා නේද කිව්වේ business has sold 10,000 units at 40 each. හරි නේද? අපි ඒක අපි මේ purchases කියලා හදාගමු. Business has purchased 10,000 units at 40 each. Business has purchased 10,000 units at 40 each. 10,000 units at 40 each. When the stocks are purchased, 10% trade discount has been received. When the stocks are purchased, 10% trade discount has been received. And when it's paid, the full amount, %5 cash discount. When it says the full amount, 5% cash discount has been received. When it's paid the full amount, 5% cash discount has been received. Right. Prepare the relevant ledger accounts. Prepare the relevant ledger accounts. Right. Same ledger account. Just to practice the same thing, I'll give you another 2 more minutes. Just complete the question. Hurry up. විනාඩි දෙක අරගෙන ඉවර කරා. Same ledger account you wanted to have, those 4 ledger accounts. Chaturya, the cash paid to creditor and discount received all need to be recorded in the same trade payable control accounts. Chaturya, right? You can't record them in separate accounts. Right. Take another 2 minutes and complete. මට මේ මම name කරන කට්ටිය answers එවන්න වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා all of you all just try to complete it. So I'm naming 2 of you all, so you'll have to send me the answer. Right. These ones should send me answers. Carol, Akalanka, and Chaturya. Carol, Akalanka, and Chaturya. Please send me your answer. Hurry up, guys. Yes. Akalanka, I got your answer. It sounds correct. And Chaturya's answer also seems correct. Yes, Carol, your answer is also seems correct, right? It's not a very difficult question, but just for your knowledge purpose, you better have it, right? Okay. Now, shall we start? Abi, padang kamu tadi. Puta. List price 40,000 into, if you take the list price, that is 10,000 into 40 each. Is that 400,000? 10,000 into 40 each. From that, you subtract 10% trade discount. So that 10% trade discount is 40,000, right? Trade discount we do not record in the books of accounts. Therefore, this price you call as the invoice price. So the price before deducting the trade discounts, how do you call? List price. The price after deducting the trade discounts you call as invoice price. Invoice price only you record in the books of accounts, that is 360,000. And then when you are collecting the money, you have received 5% cash discount. How much it is? 5% cash, 10%, 36,000. 5%, 18,000. Then how much amount of cash you paid? Is it 342,000? That is rupees 342,000. Clear? Right. Okay. Now from these informations you are supposed to record or prepare the ledger accounts. Prepare the ledger accounts. Right. Shall we do it? What are the ledger accounts you wanted to have, Buddha? First, you should have the purchases account and the trade payable control accounts. Purchases account and the trade payable control account. But again, how much you are supposed to record? It's not that 400, you record 360. What's the double entry? Debit purchases account saying trade payable control rupees 360. Credit here saying purchases rupees 360. And then make a transactions dekai tiyenne. That make a transaction record karan, there are only two transactions. Credit purchases and cash paid to creditor. You know how much the cash that you pay for the creditors, Tuta? How much the cash that you paid for the credits? 342,000. What's the double entry? Cash and the trade payable control. But again, how much the amount you paid? 342. Debit here saying trade payable control 342,000. and you credit here. Sorry, you have a separate account here. Sorry, wait for a moment, Puta. When you pay creditors, it has to be credited to the cash control account saying trade payable 342. Debit here saying cash 342. And also, you see by the time you make a record in a journal, in which journal you are supposed to record this? This will be recorded in the payment journal. And by the time you make the payments, you have received another 18,000 trade discounts. For example, for the discount receipts, you have received another 18,000 cash discount. What is the double entry for the discount receipt, Puta? Discount, when you receive it, reduces trade payable balance. So it need to be debited to the trade payable control account and credited to the discount received account. Debit here saying discount received rupees 18,000. Credit discount received account saying trade payable rupees 18,000. Hope you can understand. Is it clear, Puta? Yes or no? Yes. Complete it. Okay. Give you another one moment of the purchases journal. If the business is a VAT registered business, right? As I told you before, we have studied how to prepare the purchases journal for a business which is not registered with VAT. How to prepare the purchases journal for a business which is registered with VAT. So tell me, how are you supposed to do that, right? Tell me, how are you supposed to do that? Look at the way that you need to have the purchases journal if it is a VAT registered business, right? Agini. With the date column, invoice column, supplier. You get the purchases journal. Here you get the date column, and then you get the invoice number and the supplier or creditor or whatever you can write. Now you can see three values column. What do you include in these three value columns, Sutta? Value, VAT, and the total, right? Value, VAT, and the total, right? Then we are you paying VAT? Oya VAT gevanawada. Make what amatak karanna. Me format e pada amatak karanna. Are you paying VAT? Oya VAT gevanawada? Yes or no? Yes. Every consumer in Sri Lanka within the territorial limits of Sri Lanka should pay the VAT. Kauru hari kene Lanka ඇතුලේ මොන හරි good එකක් හරි service එකක් හරි consume කරනවා නම් පුතා එයාට වැඩි වැඩ tax ගෙවන්න වෙනවා. දැන් මමත් ඔයත් හැමෝම VAT එක ගෙවන්න වෙනවා. right? දැන් මම මේ marker pen එක ගනිද්දී මේක ගන්න Atlas ලා ගෙන්නේ. ඒතර Atlas ලා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ sales වලට VAT එකත් එක්ක තමයි මට මේක 90 rupees වලට දෙන්නේ. ඒතර මේක ඇතුලේ VAT එක තියනවද නැද්ද? Does this includes the VAT? Obviously yes. It includes the VAT. ඒක ඇතුලේ VAT එක තියෙනවා. That includes the VAT. So VAT එකත් එක්ක තමයි යාමට ගෙවන්නේ. මේ payment එක කරන්නේ with the value added tax. පැහැදිලිද? මට හිතනවා තේරෙන්නේ නැති කියලා. right. එතකොට දැන් ඔයා මම මේ marker pen එක ගන්න 90 rupees ගෙවුවොත් හිතන්න පුතා මේ 90 rupees ඇතුලේ 10 rupee VAT එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට seller ගේ price එක 80 කියලා. එතකොට මම 90 ගෙවලා ගන්නවා. මේ 90ම මට වියදමක් නේද? දැන් ඔයා ගෙවන රුපියල් ඔයා රුපියල් 90ක් දීලා පෑනක් ගන්නවා. රුපියල් 20ක් දීලා පෑනක් ගත්තොත් ඒ පෑන ඇතුළේ රුපියල් 5ක VAT එකක් තිබ්බොත් ඒ VAT එක ඔයාට claim කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? Can you claim? No. Why? Because you are not a VAT registered person. You know, whatever the amount you pay For you is an expense. ඒක තමයි ඔයා VAT registered කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි නා අපි කලින් හදුවේ VAT registered නැති business එකකනේ. ඔයා purchases වලට කරන සම්පූර්ණ ගානම purchases කියලා අපි ලියනවා. You record as purchases. The whole amount what you pay, you record as purchases. Clear? වගේ වන සම්පූර්ණ ගානකට පොයි. හැබැයි පුතා ඔයා VAT registered කෙනෙක් නම් මතක තියාගන්න ඒ purchase එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන VAT එක ඔයාලට මොනා කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? claim කරන්න පුළුවන්. claim කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන්නේ දැනට මතක තියාගන්න government එකෙන් ඔයාලට ඒක ගෙවනවා. අපි මේක purchases journal එක record කරද්දිත් කතා මේ payment journal receipt journal වලදී කතා කරා. government එක ඔයාලට VAT එක ගෙවනවා. මේ government එක ඔයාලට VAT එක repay කරනවා නම් එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඔයාගේ expenditure එක වෙන්නේ only how much rupees 18. We did the same thing by the time I do the receipts and the payment journal, right? එහෙනම් පුතා even though you pay about to pay 90, right? අපි තුමු මෙහෙම on 1st Jan under the invoice number 001 from Kamal, if you purchase an item for 80, 90, but that includes a VAT of 10 and the VAT exclusive price is 80. And how much I'm supposed to record here? Only 80. VAT portion is 10 and the total is 90. Right? This is how we are supposed to update what? Here, purchases journal. එතකොට පුතා purchases journal එකේ මෙන්න මේ value column එකේ ඔයා හැමතිස්සෙම ලියන්න ඕනේ VAT exclusive price. මොකද්ද VAT exclusive price කියන්නේ? Without price, without VAT. And here you write the VAT portion and here you write the total. Here you write the total. Right? එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ total එකට හොඳ නමක් කියනවා VAT inclusive price. VAT inclusive price. එතකොට VAT inclusive price එක කොහොමද හැදෙන්නේ? How do you get the VAT inclusive price? කියන්නේ VAT exclusive price plus VAT equal VAT කියන්නේ inclusive price. आप क्या? VAT exclusive price plus VAT is equal to the VAT inclusive price. Right? Okay. Can you just draw this? And the guy. Formatting and the guy. මෙතන තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් අහන්න පුතා මම වැඩිපුර එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරේ නෑ මේක මම රිසීට් ජර්නල් පේමන්ට් ජර්නල්ස් කතා කරද්දී මේක වැඩිපුර කතා කරපු නිසා. If you have any question, just let me know. Right. Then from this, I tried to explain how are you supposed to update the purchases journal if you are registered with that. Right. මේ බලන්න. Purchases journal එක update කරන්න කොහොමද අපි registered වෙලා නම් අර invoice price එක ඒ කියන්නේ list price එකෙන් trade discount එක අයින් කරාට පස්සේ එන invoice price එක තියෙන්නේ අන්නේ invoice price එක. ඒ කියන්නේ VAT exclusive price එක. විනාඩි එකක අහගන්න අර ඔය VAT invoice price කියලා තැන මෙන්න මෙතන පුතා VAT inclusive price කියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒක හදාගන්න VAT exclusive price. ඒ කියන්නේ VAT එක නැති price එක ඒක. VAT එක නැති price. එතන ලියාගන්න VAT exclusive price කියලා. VAT එක නැති price එක. ඊළඟට ලියා ගන්න ඊළඟට තියෙනවා VAT portion එක separately record වෙනවා ඊළඟට VAT inclusive price goes to the total අර අන්තිමට තියෙන VAT inclusive price කියන්නේ එතන ඕනනම් arrow එකක් දාගෙන අරන් යන්න ඒක total column එකට take that into the total column take that into the total column. Is that clear? Haraneda? Okay. Hari. Puta, මේ උඩ question number 10 තියෙන්නේ. එතන ඒ ඉඩ තියෙන තැනක ලියා ගන්න. ඉඩ තියෙන තැනක ලියා ගන්න. For a VAT registered business, VAT on purchases can be claimed. For a VAT registered business, VAT on purchases can be claimed. For a VAT registered business, VAT on purchases can be claimed. Therefore, it should be recognized. As a separate asset. एक asset එකක්. අයියා government එකෙන් හම්බ වෙන දේ it should be recognized as a separate asset within bracket VAT receivable. and it should not be included in the cost of purchases, and it should not be included in the cost of purchases. Right. The cost of purchases, it won't come under the cost of purchases. Can you remember? Yes. Right. It will not be recorded. In question number 11, write this down. In question number 11, you write this down. What it is. Yes. VAT exclusive price plus VAT equal VAT inclusive price. VAT exclusive price plus VAT equal VAT inclusive price. Right. Write that also down. Right, clear now? Okay. Now, Puta, we will move into the question. Right, okay. Any questions that you all have? Right, question number 12. Gayuka PLC is a VAT registered business. Puta? Right, okay. Happy if you move back to the question. Right, Gayuka PLC is a VAT registered business, has made the following credit purchases during the month of March 2020. On it has to be for the month of Jan 2020. On 15 January, you did a credit purchase from Gamini. It's 230 VAT inclusive price. 230 is a VAT inclusive price. VAT inclusive price what has to be recorded in the purchases column, but will be recorded in the total column. And VAT inclusive price that is with VAT. Ilangata credit purchase from Gihan 340, that 45, that is also VAT inclusive price, and credit purchase from Gamunu, that is 200,000, that is at exclusive price. Okay, you are required to prepare the applicable VAT rate is 15%. You are required to prepare the purchases journal, creditors ledger accounts in the creditors ledger. Right, happy creditors ledger account ekai creditors ledger accounts we purchases journal එකයි විතරක් හදමු දැනට general ledger එක පස්සේ හදමු කොහොමත් එහෙමනේ පුතා journal එකේ record වෙච්ච ගම individual ledger accounts වල record කරන්න ඕනේනේ ඒ නිසා journal එකයි ledger accounts එක අපි අඳිමු general private ledger එකේ creditors ledger එකේ ඊටු ටික අපි හැමෝම තියෙනවා right එහෙනම් මට කියන්න what are the ledger accounts now you need purchases account VAT receivable account sorry what are the three ledger accounts you need Gamini, Jehan and Gamunu. Right, Gamini, Jehan and Gamunu. Ilangata purchases journal you need to have. Right, hari api anda gambaran shall you draw it? We'll have the don't forget you do this question for a VAT registered business. You do this question for a VAT registered business. Therefore, you should have the three values column. Right. You draw here purchases journal. You get the date, invoice number, supplier value, VAT, and the total. Right. මේ දෙකම අපි ගමු creditors ledger. Credit ledger එකේ you are having 3 creditors accounts. You should have 3 creditors accounts. Gamonu, Gamini, and Gehan. Right, complete these ledger accounts. Complete these ledger accounts. Hurry up. හදන්න පටන් ගන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Just complete the journals and the ledger. You did a credit purchases from Gamini for rupees 230,000, right? Okay. 15th January, you did the credit purchase from Gamini, right? Okay. Now that inclusive price, they say 230. Then again in 15 January credit purchase එක කරාම ඒක record කරන්න purchases journal එකේ no doubt. 15 January you recorded saying Gamini, right? Puta, you know that VAT exclusive price plus VAT is equal VAT inclusive price නේ. මට කියන්න මේ VAT exclusive value column එකේ අපි record කරන්නේ මට මේකට උත්තරයක් දෙන්න දිමාෂා. In this value column, you are supposed to record VAT exclusive price or VAT inclusive price. Dimasha, what are you supposed to record? VAT exclusive price or the inclusive price?
VAT exclusive price.
Very good. VAT exclusive price supposed to be recorded here. එතකොට අපි කිව්වා VAT exclusive price එක පුතා හැමතිස්සෙම 100 මතක තියාගන්න. අපි percentage wise ගත්තොත් මොකද මේක කියන්නේ VAT rate is 15% කියලා. එතකොට VAT rate එක 15% depend වෙන්නේ VAT exclusive price එකේ. එතකොට VAT exclusive price is 100. එහෙනම් VAT portion is 15. එහෙනම් VAT inclusive price has to be 150. මේක සරලව කියන්නේ VAT amount is 15% කියලා කියන්නේ when the VAT exclusive price is 100, VAT is 15. එහෙනම් VAT inclusive price is 150. That's what it says. තේරෙනවද? VAT නැති price VAT exclusive price එක 100 වෙද්දී VAT එක 15 කියලා නේද කියන්නේ. They say VAT is 15. And VAT inclusive price is how much? 150. Is that clear? Right. එතකොට පුතා මට කියන්න VAT inclusive price 230,000 නේ. So when the VAT inclusive price is given 230, ඒක අපිට මෙතන කෙලින්ම record කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් VAT inclusive price you can record ඉතින් VAT එකත් එක්ක price එක අපිට මෙතන record කරන්න පුළුවන් no doubt. If we do the question of rupees 1000, that is 230. හැබැයි VAT exclusive price එක හොයාගන්නේ කොහොමද? How to find the VAT exclusive price? Put this 230 you divide by 115 and multiply by 100. Then it will be 200,000. Then it will be how much? Again, rupees 200,000. Is that clear? मैं බලන්න මේ 230 VAT inclusive price එකනේ මේ 230 VAT inclusive price. ඒතර VAT inclusive price එකට අදාළ percentage එක 115. එහෙනම් මම මොකද කරේ 115 වලින් මේක බෙදුවා. ඒ කියන්නේ 230ට අදාළ percentage එකෙන් බෙදුවා. මට ඕනේ VAT exclusive price එක හොයන්න. VAT එක නැති price එක හොයන්න. VAT එක නැති price එකට අදාළ percentage එක 100. මම මේකෙන් වැඩි කරා. එහෙනම් හැමතිස්සෙම දීලා තියෙන දේ ඒකට අදාළ percentage එකෙන් බෙදන්න හොයන්න ඕන එකෙන් වැඩි කරන්න. එහෙනම් VAT exclusive price is 200. මේ 200 වලට 15% එකතු වෙලා 30,000 ඇවිල්ලා තමයි VAT inclusive price has become 230. එහෙනම් VAT portion is how much? කියන්නේ 30,000. Always that VAT percentage එක දීලා තියෙනවා නම් පුතා it's very much easier for you to do the calculations, right? They say with VAT it is 230. Okay, with that if it is 230, so you divided it by 115. This VAT inclusive price is 115 and multiplied by 100, then it is 200. Total is 230. Hope you can understand. Clear now? Right. ඊළඟට කාගෙන්ද එක purchase කරලා තියෙන්නේ Gamini ගෙන් on 15 Jan. මට කියන්න හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න. මේ ගානේ purchases එක 200 තමයි. හැබැයි මට කියන්න මනුත්, could you tell me how much you are supposed to pay for Gamini? ඔයා Gaminiට කීයක් ගෙවන්න ඕනද? You are paying to the Gamini 200 or 230 පුතා. You are about to pay Gamini it's 200 or 230. Manut?
230, sir.
Exactly 230. Again, you are supposed to pay the whole amount. Subsequently only you can claim that 30. Subsequently you can claim that 30. But now you are supposed to pay at the beginning 230. එතකොට 230 එහෙනම් purchases කියලා 200 credit වෙනවා. VAT කියලා another 30 will be credited. So altogether it's 230. Hope you can understand. Is it clear? Yes or no? Yes. Right. හරි. මම විනාඩියක් දෙන්න, විනාඩි දෙකක් දෙන්නම් මේක කරන්න කරලා try to do the next one as well. ඊළඟ එකත් කරන්න. There was another credit purchases from Gehan. Just try to update it. There also they have given the VAT inclusive price and find the VAT exclusive price and record. Hurry up. Clear? Right. Don't worry, right? So then these calculations will be practiced lots of time in your 2 years, right? මේ වගේ දේවල් ගොඩාක් practice කරනවා අපි ඉස්සරහට. Right. On 24th January, you have purchased from Gehan. This total is 345. Okay, fine. And then you need to find the VAT exclusive price. Tell me, Puta, how are you supposed to calculate the VAT exclusive price? They say VAT inclusive price is 345. When the VAT inclusive price 345 is given, this 345 is the VAT inclusive price. This 345 is the VAT inclusive price. What is the relevant percentage for the VAT inclusive price? That is 115. Here you multiply it by 115. Means 345 can VAT inclusive. Ekata dala percentage 115. Divide it by 115, and you want to get the VAT exclusive price. So then you multiply it by 100. Then the VAT portion is 300. එහෙනම් මේ දෙක අතර difference එක තමයි VAT එක, that is 45. Right. Okay. That we updated. එහෙනම් පුතා Gehan's account will be credited here, say 24th January. Look at the date. On the same day you update the private ledger. Saying purchases you record 300 and the VAT portion is 45. VAT portion is 45. Hope you can understand that as well. Right. ඊළඟට Gamunuge purchase එක අපි එක කෙලින්ම කතා කරමු පුතා. When it's from the Gamunu's purchase, it's credit 28 January. 28 January credit purchase from Gamunu. Right. Now look at this. They are giving you the VAT exclusive price as 200. Okay. VAT exclusive price 200. VAT exclusive price එක දීලා තියෙනවා නම් කෙලින්ම මෙතන record කරන්න. That is 200. නේ? VAT exclusive price එක කලින් ගණන් වල දීලා තිබ්බේ නෑ. ඒ නිසා අපිට හොයලා record කරන්න ඕන. මේ ගානේ VAT exclusive price එක දීලා තියෙනවා. So then you recorded it. ඊළඟට දැන් මට ඕනේ මේකේ VAT portion එක හරි VAT inclusive price එක හරි හොයන්න. දැන් මට දීලා තියෙන්නේ මේකේ 200,000. මේ 200,000 මට කියන්න කවුරු හරි Madara, could you tell me this 200,000 Madara, this 200,000, that is at exclusive price or at inclusive price? This 200,000 is at inclusive price or exclusive price? What that is? That is exclusive price. Yes, Chaturya, that is exclusive price. Madara, that is at exclusive price, right? But again, Chaturya, what is the relevant percentage for the VAT exclusive price in this formula? What is the relevant percentage for the VAT exclusive price in this formula? It's 100 or 15 or 115?
15%.
No, I'm asking this 200 is what? VAT exclusive price. What is the relevant percentage for the VAT exclusive price here? The method of prices tunak තියෙනවා VAT exclusive price, VAT inclusive price. They have given here the 200. This 200 is a VAT exclusive price. Now my question, what is the relevant percentage for the VAT exclusive price? What is the relevant percentage for the VAT exclusive price? That is how much? It's 100. It's 100. VAT exclusive price එකට අදාළ percentage එක 100. VAT එකට අදාළ percentage එක 15. VAT inclusive price එකට අදාළ percentage එක 115. එහෙනම් this 200 supposed to be divided by 100 and multiply by මොකක්ද? මට ඕනේ VAT එකට multiply කරන්න 15 වලින් මට ඕනේ VAT exclusive price එක නම් multiply කරන්න 115. දීලා තියෙන එක ඒකට අදාළ percentage එකකින් බෙදන්න. දැන් අපි හිතමු මේක VAT එක දීලා තියෙනවා කියලා 30000 කියලා. එහෙනම් VAT එක 30 නම් VAT එකට අදාළ percentage එක 15 එකෙන් බෙදන්න. දීලා තියෙන දේ ඒකට අදාළ percentage එකෙන් බෙදන්න. එතකොට පුතා මේක දීලා තිබ්බේ VAT exclusive price එක. එතකොට VAT exclusive price එක කීයද? 200. ඒකට අදාළ percentage එක 100. So divided by 100 multiplied by this, then it will be 30. And our VAT percentage is 30. And our VAT inclusive price then it is 230. Right? Then you update the Gamonos account on 28 January saying purchases 200 and the VAT portion is 30. VAT portion is 30. Is that clear? Right. Complete it up to this point. And you all can ask any questions. Okay, if not, we have now done updation of the purchases journal and we copy to the individual ledger accounts, right? මට කියන්න ඊළඟට කරන්න තියෙන එකම දේ මොකක්ද? What is the next thing that you supposed to do? Ranuda, what is the next thing that you supposed to do? Rovin, what's the next thing that you supposed to do, පුතා? ඊළඟට මොකක්ද මේක කරන්න තියෙන්නේ? After recording the transaction in the journals, what we supposed to do next? But then you will have to prepare. Very good. Right. Prepare general ledger. Right. Yes. What should we make? The yes, purchases account and the VAT receivables account, and not even that. Trade payable control. You have to prepare what? You have to prepare general ledger accounts. General ledgers ledger accounts. What are the ledger accounts that you're supposed to maintain in the general ledger, Puta? What are the ledger accounts that you're supposed to maintain in the general ledger? Then Kalinang general ledger copy කරද්දී අපේ accounts දෙකයි ඕන උනේ. That is purchases account and the trade payable control accounts. What are them? Purchases account and the trade payable control accounts. හැබැයි දැන් දෙකක් නෙමෙයි, not two. What? You need 3 ledger accounts. You should have the purchases account, you should have the trade payables account, and to record the VAT column, you should have what? VAT column, VAT account as well. Puta, මේක මට කියන්න මේ VAT එක මේ VAT එකේ total එක මේ VAT column එක අපිට asset එකක්ද liability එකක්ද? මේක අපිට government එකෙන් හම්බ වෙන්න තියෙන එකක්ද අපි government එක ගෙවන්න තියෙන එකක්ද? Total එක අතොත් 60, it's 105 and 500, 700, 805. මට කියන්න this 105 is what? It is a payable or a receivable? Very good. Melina, yes, it's an asset. It's an asset. It's a receivable. And this 105 supposed to be debited to a separate account, which is called VAT receivable account. And this 805 entirely you are supposed to pay for the creditor. 805 is sampurna creditors to give unknown. That 805 will be credited to the creditor's account. And I remove this. What are the What are the ledger accounts that you wanted to have here? You should have the purchases account, trade payable control accounts, and the VAT receivable account. purchases account, VAT receivable and the trade payable control. බලන්න පුතා අපි total එක copy කරන හැටි එහෙනම් මෙතන අපි ලියනවා 31st Jan total posted to the GL, right. මේකේ values දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එකක් 700 VAT exclusive price එක, අනිත් එක VAT. පුතා VAT exclusive price will be debited to the purchases account saying 31st January, trade payable control account 700, credit here 31st January saying purchases 700. මම මේක කඩලා රෙකෝඩ් කරේ නේ. ඔයාලගෙන් එකපාර රෙකෝඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා? පුළුවන්, ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හැබැයි purchases මම වෙනම රෙකෝඩ් කරා, VAT එක වෙනම රෙකෝඩ් කරනවා. එතකොට මේ 105 මේක අපි credit එකට ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි ඒක අපිට claim කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then 31st Jan saying creditors, it will be debited to the VAT receivable account. And what is the double entry? Purchases, exclusive amount, purchases account debit, trade payable credit. VAT amount, VAT receivable account debit, trade payables credit. Right. And what was the double entry? Purchases account debit 700. VAT receivable account debit 105. Trade payable control account credit 805. 800. Right. They want you to prepare the general ledger accounts. Can you draw them, Puta? Can you draw them? General ledger. Method Odelian general ledger kela. You write here general ledger. You write here general ledger. Give 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes. We'll write the double entry. What? Right. When you write the double entry, you write somewhere near to this question number 11. Now, you write somewhere near to this question number 11. Double entry to copy the purchases journal to the ledger. Double entry to copy the purchases journal to the ledger. Double entry to copy the purchases journal to the ledger. What's the double entry to that? Purchases account debit 100. 100 can be VAT exclusive price. Always keep in mind, in the purchases account you record the VAT exclusive price. Balance amount debit to VAT receivable account 15. 15. May 100 plus 15 equal 115. Ek formula ek main information, that is general information. And trade payable control accounts need to be credited in how much? That is 150. That is 150. Right. This is a journal entry when you are copying the purchases journal with VAT to the ledger. Clear? Right. Have a note and write VAT on purchases is an assets. VAT on purchases is an assets. VAT on purchases is assets or a liability, Puta? It is an assets. Yes. VAT on purchases is an asset. Clear now? Okay. On coming Friday class, we do more question from this area, and we have one more question from the bank reconciliations, right? Api Friday class එක ගොඩක් වෙලාට practice questions කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට එදාට මම තව questions question එකක් හෝ දෙකක් ගොඩක් අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Maximum 2 questions from the purchases journal with that will give you, right, to do on Friday. So අපිට ඒක practice කරන්න ඕනේ. Purchases journal එක හොඳට practice කරා නම් then thereafter when it's on to the sales journal you have to apply the same. When it's on to the purchases return, sales return, still you need to apply the same. Hari. Any questions or clarifications?